Hey everybody, welcome on back. How y'all guys doing? Oh heck, let me turn my phone down a minute. Hey there, Jeffro and Mr. T Miller. How you guys doing today? Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Obviously it's Monday once again. So today going to be doing a little bit something different. I'm going to be checking out NBC Master Dad's Underhill Valley map, which he's going to be releasing hopefully maybe this weekend. Who knows? We'll see. That's the aim anyway, I believe. So let's get into the game and check out the map a little bit. Obviously, let's click on that one. There we go. Alright, so this is a brand new start. Obviously, I've done a little bit of going in, checking out, see find any floating uh, trees and stuff. So let me turn that down a little bit because it's a little bit loud in my ear actually. One sec. Hopefully, the sounds are all good for you guys out there today. And I do need to turn that on. There we go. So you should be able to hear the game now. Let's see how that sounds. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys now. It's pretty quiet actually. Obviously once we get into the game, we'll see if we can get any more sounds through. Did I find any? I found buttloads, T Miller, and I mean buttloads. I think NBC's probably going to kill me. Yeah. Hey there, Gamer Paul. How you doing, bud? Right then. So obviously this is NBC's new map. It's Underhill Valley. Now this is basically version 2, I suppose is the best way to put it, of NBC Acres. Obviously everything that NBC didn't like about NBC Acres, he's basically removed it and created a new map. It's got a new feel to it, and it's doing pretty well actually. Obviously there's still a few things here or there to tweak, like drop trees down, and I think earlier I found there was some post boxes that were floating signs, stuff like that. So obviously I've messaged NBC all about that, and hopefully that'll get sorted out. Luckily, with most of it, it doesn't need a restart, so that's fine. The only thing I did find was some grass inside of one of the buildings um, over here, the fast food restaurant. It's not a big issue to be honest, but it's just something I noticed. But if you look in the window at the front here, the doors, you can see grass growing inside. So, obviously for those who are testing at the minute, yeah, that would cause obviously a restart. But things like this here, it seems to be the same trees. These hickories. There's a lot of them on the map that I've found that are floating. So I've also messaged him the ones I found, and we'll see. And also, we are being joined now by Mr. Dajnet and Mr. Neon. How you guys doing?
All right, how's it go, Billy?
Yeah, not too bad. Just checking out a bit of NBC's map. Yeah,
Oh,
so there's
cool.
another one there. But yeah, there's a few around here. Obviously, I've messaged him. This I don't know if it was updated since last night. Obviously, I didn't run it today. Do the download, but yeah, hopefully he should get that message. What else was there? Da, 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 da. So there was that. There's some signs down here. Oh, now I don't know if it's meant to be like this. Let me actually come into here and go into Superman speed. There we go. So one thing I did notice is this here. Obviously they've got the pallet trucks, the pallets and that. They seem to be sunk down a bit. Obviously that's on both ends of the pallet co. So I've obviously messaged him about that. They just need upped a little bit. So that's kind of fine. The other things I found. Oh, that house back there. Um, Obviously, I've not gone through this at all. Obviously, you've got a floating mailbox just there, which needs to drop down. Around the back of here, there's the new hover mower, literally, because it is floating. But yeah, there's lots of little, mostly trees of what I've found around. There was a couple of signs down here. It just needs drop down a little bit. Um, so obviously like that one there, you can just see that it's floating off the ground there. Same with that one, it's just slightly raised up, but obviously I have messaged him anyway, so hopefully he'll get that sorted out. Oh, that was the other thing as well. this is floating as well. If you look very carefully, it is just slightly above the ground there. So, but anyway, for anyone who has not checked this map out, and hey Viking, how you doing? Hey KW, and everybody else out there, by the way. So obviously this is, like I said, NBC's MasterDad's new map, and it's called Underhill. For anyone who has not seen this map yet, so this is a 4x sized map. So there it is right there. Obviously you basically have Elm Creek in the middle, but what NBC's done is basically removed everything he didn't like about it and made it his own. So things like the roads, they've all been taken out, and he's obviously made all those roads paintable. There is literally no roads on this map apart from ones that's been painted on. But yeah, obviously, if you guys are not following like T Miller, Viking Streaming, the Fab Fam, Dajnet, all those guys, Viking, yep, make sure to give them a follow, guys. Hey, Oppies, how you doing? Because they're amazing streamers, especially Mr. Dajnet here. Obviously, he's working on his next 60 maps. So yeah, so back to the map quickly. So obviously, this is a multi-fruit as well. Obviously, base game crops are there, as well as all of these as well. So if you've played like Wolf Creek, NBC Acres, Uncharted Pompey's Edition and all that, these will be exactly the same as what's on there. Obviously, like I said, it's basically a redone of NBC Acres. Obviously, you do still have the mines down in the bottom here. There is mines throughout the map as well that you can get to. For example, you got Galena just up here. You got ore. There's bauxite. You got gravel, salt. There is silt in the pond still. There's copper and coal and whatever else is in here as well. One thing as well, but obviously where the roads have been painted, what NBC has done, and I'll actually show you because it's one just up here, he's actually gone through on some of these roads and added a thin layer of stones that you can actually pick up. Obviously, you do have to own the land that it's on before you can do it, but you can put this into like your stone crusher, make obviously your limestone, gypsum, and calcium carbonate, obviously for other productions. And there's another floating tree right there. Yeah, obviously there's tons and tons of collectibles on the map. As you can see, this is actually one of the painted roads. There's several of these, and they look absolutely amazing. I love these. It's kind of cool. But anyway, the starter farm is going to be up this way, so I'll give you an idea of what it looks like to start off with. So where is this going to be positioned on the map? So if I bring this up, so this is where we are. We're up in this corner here. If I go into land owned, this is what you're starting out with, is 3 fields and a heck of a lot of land there to cut trees down, mow, make silage, make a bit of money to get yourself going. Obviously, one thing you can do as well, if you like it, is there is contracts on here. Now, for anyone who's familiar with the Sim Game Alliance members, stream members, you'll recognise a lot of these names, like Obi Onyx 2. Obviously, he's still a member, but he doesn't really stream anymore due to health issues and such. But he's still around, bless his cotton socks. We have Mr. Darius Frost himself. He's one of the landowners. We have Evil Reyes. There's T Miller. But obviously, if I actually go around some of the map, let's see if we can spot some of these other people that are in the Sim Game Alliance. So obviously, this is going to be one of the fields to start off with. What I'll do is I'll just have a quick run around the map and show it off a little bit. So for instance, right here we've got Mr. Darius Frost owning field 18. Over here we've got field 17, which is Darius Frost as well. It's typical. The first two I come to is freaking the same person. There we go. There's one that's owned by myself, Billy Alpaca 78. Yay! Finally, I found one. I've been going round and round and round trying to find my name on one of these fields, and that's the first one I've found. But obviously you got Boomhauer. There is obviously Dajnet, Mr. Wheels, and all those guys are the people who are named on the fields and such, which is really kind of cool. I like it. Right, so let's come back to the main farm. and have a little look. Actually, look what I can do. How's it going there, Green Thumb Farmer and Quickie Mickey? Let's go into flight modes, and I can actually show you what you own. So this is the starter farm over here. Obviously, you get all of these trees around here, so you can chop all these up. You can cut the grass if you want to. You can actually add a couple of extra fields, basically. Obviously, you've got lots of painted roads going up and around the map. We'll cover that in a little while. As you can see just over there, there is a coal mine, which is kind of cool, or a gleaner maybe. But yeah, there you go. So we've got a wheat field to start off with. I believe that's canola over there. Yep, it is. And I believe that's corn down there. Let me come down a bit. Oop, wrong key. There we go. Yep, so we've got corn as well. So we've got 3 fields pretty much ready to go. Obviously the first 2 can. Obviously you've got canola, which you can get started harvesting. Obviously I've just started in the base game one. You can obviously, if you want to, add in the spring start mod and go for it. Yes, it is a 4X map. It's NBC Acres, but been redone and renamed. So it's a whole new map, basically. Everything that he didn't like in NBC Acres, he's ripped out and made a new map of it. Obviously, he's gone through, he's changed a lot of the tree types that are on the map as well. It does actually feel like a different map. Obviously, still a lot of similarities, obviously the farmyard and stuff like that. But it does feel a lot different to NBC Acres. So yeah, so this is what you actually get in equipment wise. Let's actually go to the shop and I'll show you what you own. So small tractor wise, you're getting the Class Arian 610. So yeah, 4X map. Medium tractor wise, you're getting the Class Axion 800. And then you're getting the large Axion 920. So lots of class in this, by the way, guys. Harvester wise, you're getting the Trion 720. I think that's how you pronounce it. Telehandler wise, you get the Scorpion 1033. Vehicle wise, you are getting the Lizard 2017 pickup, obviously in pink. Bless. Trailer wise, you get the Class Carrot 140 TD. Obviously, these are kind of cool trailers. You can actually hook them up and do 2, 3, 4 in a row if you wanted to, like a little road train. Obviously, header wise, you will be getting a corn header and a normal grain header for the obviously the class, along with the header trailer. Obviously, you know what they are. You get obviously a stone picker in there. Cultivator wise, you are getting a small 3-meter one to get you started. Obviously, if you want to, you can sell that off and get a new one. Power harrow, you're getting the Amazon KG 3001 Super. Actually, I've never actually used that, so that's probably going to be sold if I carry on. Seeder wise, obviously do get this to go with that power harrow. Roller, you just get a medium sized one. I like this one out of all of them, to be honest. Obviously you do need to do that after you've seeded your fields. Baler wise, you are getting the Class Quadrant 5300 FC with this, so you're getting quite a lot to start off with, to be honest. You are getting a bale stacker with that, or bale loader. A bale wrapper, so you can actually get and do some grass work if you want to get it wrapped up, which is kind of nice. Telehandler tool wise, you're getting the pallet forks, so you're going to need that for moving your bags, and later on if you want to, for your factory stuff. And obviously you've just got your header there for the grain header. So that is what you're getting. So a lot of equipment just to start off with. And I see someone is a John Deere fan. Yeah. To be honest, I don't mind John Deere. I just find that it's used far too much when starting out, and you obviously go into people's streams and it's always John Deere, John Deere. It is nice to actually come onto a map and there is no John Deere there. So yeah, it's nice to have a lot of class to start off with, and also it's decent sized equipment as well. So that's what you get. And obviously you do have obviously a couple of sheds in the yard here. You got your grain silos, a little bit over the top, I think this one. What you can actually do is sell that off, replace it with maybe a smaller one to open this area up. Maybe have your animals in here as well if you wanted to. Around the side here, we do have obviously your vehicle workshop. I believe it is. Or is that just a shed? That one, maybe. Obviously, and then obviously your starter house. Obviously, you got your sleep trigger on the front. Let me come down a bit. Oop, wrong way. And then obviously on the side is your wardrobe as well, guys. So just remember that. You don't have to go running around to try to find it. It's right there. Now, what NBC's done is been quite cheeky with these, actually, is the collectibles. As you can see right in front of me, there is a diamond right in front of me. And obviously all you have to do is get up close. Let me turn this off. And hit the old R key if you get it. There you go. And there you go. So, collectibles found. It's an aquamarina. Oh, dang. I thought it was a diamond there for a minute. Obviously, as you can see, there is 49 more aquamarine. Holy shizzle butts. Thank you, Viking, for the jump scare. Much appreciated. Yeah, so there's a lot of collectibles actually on the map. Holy smokes. Can I come off of the ceiling now? Oh, right. So obviously in your stats, it will actually show you how many collectibles, and there's 200 collectibles on this map to find. Some are quite easy to find, some not so easy. So just keep your eyes around. You never know what you'll see when you get the map. Um, a lot of good stuff to sell. Actually, and holy smokes, I want to give T Miller a challenge. If he does us playthrough on this map, and obviously thank you Jeffro for that screamer. If you do a playthrough on this map, I want to challenge you not to have any form of John Deere equipment or coloured equipment on this map. You're more than welcome to deny it, but it's up to you. Hey there, Alpha Prom. How you doing, bud? It's up to you. Have a think about it and let us know. What do you get?
Base game only. No,
Yeah.
no John Deere.
Yeah, no, a playthrough with no John Deere. Yeah. Um, if you can do it, an entire playthrough, I will buy you the next farming simulator. How about that? As a gift. Anyway, so yeah, nice pink pickup truck there. Now that isn't quite right though, or is that just me?
Fine playthrough.
The entire playthrough. How many episodes? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, I don't know. What's your average? About 30 on a map? I think 30 is a good, very good round figure in at 30. 30 episodes on the map and no John Deere. That would take about 15 weeks. Yeah, that's about right then. Um, Obviously, yeah, okay. Okay. If 30 is a little bit too much, we'll say. How many would you do in say 2 months? Go for 50. Say what 2 or 3 a week in it. So let's think. 4, 8, 12. Do 12, 20 episodes. There you go. Knock 10 off. Do 20 episodes. And if you can do it without any John Deeres, I will buy you the next farming simulator when it comes out. I'm not going to say that it's on um, mobile phone, the next one. Can it be with the series with... It can be if you want. Obviously, you'd have to discuss that with Surfing Cowboy as well then. Because obviously that is one that you're just starting out soon, aren't you? So, yeah. I am training with the SGA competition map with some Spanish friends. I've added translations to Spanish, otherwise they get
Yeah,
missed.
if you
All
want
right.
to send them, I can add them in.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, send it over to Dave if you want. He won't mind. He doesn't like John Deere. Okay, if you can do say 20 episodes on on this map, Underhill Valley, without any John Deere's or any equipment coloured in John Deere colours, I will definitely do that. Is it deal? I just want to see at least one playthrough without any John Deere of any kind. But anyway, yeah, so that's the challenge for Mr. T Miller, and obviously if he wants to do it with Surfing Cowboy, you certainly can, sir. So obviously that's going to be the basic start to your the where you're starting from. So let me just have a little fly around while T Miller considers all that. Let me up this and I'll show you a few things. There we go.
Why is only one production for tomatoes and not by team? Is that correct? I have no idea what you're talking about. Each team can produce tomatoes.
Each team can produce tomatoes. Um, as a is that one of the boosters or is that something else?
It opens a shortcut bridge.
That's the one. Yeah, I think you need canola or something for that, don't you as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so let's go up in the air and I can show you. So as you can see, there is a lot. Yeah, so literally each of those farms are identical. Alfred Prom. So what can be done on one, it can be done on all four of them. That's how it's been set up. So anyway, so yeah, as you can see, there is plenty of trees on this map. There's quite a variety. A lot of it you can chop down, take it to the sawmill, and so on. Obviously, past this rock barrier, that is the edge of the map, so it's friggin' huge. Let's come down here. There is different ground textures around here. It's just the forest. Don't worry about it too much at the minute. One thing NBC has done with some of these roads around, as you can see here, let me come down a little bit, is he actually deliberately planted trees on some of these roads around here, so you do have to chop them down before you can actually use them properly. I think it's a kind of a cool idea, and I know that there's like the swamp area, I think it is, that's also covered in trees as well, so yeah. Look at all those nice trees. Looking forward to cutting them down. Yeah, well, I believe last night he mentioned that he's aiming to try and get it out for this weekend coming, as long as there's no more big issues found. Obviously, I've only really found floating trees, signs, and a few bits and pieces. Nothing that's going to necessarily cause people to do restarts, which is kind of cool. So obviously, coming down the side here, you are coming into the mining area on one side. There is another road out further down. So obviously you're going to have some like ore, bauxite, your iron ore, all that sort of stuff in here. There is a huge area of trees as well. I've got to keep an eye on these blinking up and down things. That you could actually technically cut this down and have some productions down here and then ship them out if you wanted to. One thing he did do is remove the top from the mine. So for anyone who remembers on NBC Acres, it did have that mine that you could kind of use. Obviously, it did cause a lot of people issues, so he's basically taken the whole top off just to open it up and make it a little bit neater and tidier. Obviously, yep. So loads of products in here. Not as much as what it was in NBC Acres, but it does look nice and tidy. I'm definitely enjoying the look of this so far. And as you can see, those roads are paved, obviously with stone, like I mentioned earlier, down here as well, which you can collect if you want to. So there's tons and tons of trees. Actually, out of curiosity, so FA, so obviously I haven't cut any trees down on this map yet. And according to this, the unsplit shapes, which is your trees basically, there's 28,227 trees on this map. So that if that doesn't keep you busy, nothing else will. So you don't have to cut them all down, but give it a good go if you like. Right, so obviously we're going to come up here. So if you carry on up, that's going to take you up towards the main drag of the map. So if we come over here, obviously a lot of these fields that used to be like 2 or 3 fields, what NBC's done is combined them into one big field. As you can see, this one is a cotton field owned by Bravo Chick. Definitely well worth checking her out when she goes live. She's a hoot, that's for sure. Obviously, a lot of the original structures are still in the map. Obviously, Grains South, whatever it's called, Cell Point is there. Can't remember the freaking name of it. There's another one by Bravo Chick there. I'm trying to find some these different names. That's another Bravo Chick. Bravo owns a heck of a big area. Oh, that one needs herbicide. That's another one by Bravo Chick. Obviously, you do have these ponds. And inside some of these ponds, like I mentioned earlier, there is still silt in these. Now, obviously, one plan NBC has is possibly doing another map later on. And he's actually going to be going through and replacing the silt with clay. So it marries in with obviously Dave's new map as well. So that's going to be kind of cool. But yeah, obviously you still got the biofuel up here, tons and tons of trees up and around, but obviously there is, like I mentioned, smaller mines, like there's one over in the distance there, you've got another pond over there, small pond, and you should be able to take the silts out of these ponds as well, and um, create a field if you wanted to grow like your rice and your cranberries in them. What NBC's basically done is gone through and added a lower water plane to it, so you can actually get in there with a combine quite easily. This is another area I found some floating trees actually, while I think about it. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. Where are they? Up here, weren't they? Yeah, so you can see one right there. It all seems to be these hickories. They seem to be the main troublemakers. I don't know what's going on with them, but it's kind of funny, really. See, you've got quite a few up here, and obviously you do have the deer coming in as well. Obviously, they're waiting for the harvest to be done on the corn so they could get some munchings going on. But yeah, obviously you do have the train system that he's literally gone through and sorted it completely out. So if anybody does have an issue, it's not his fault. Obviously, he's gone through underneath the map and made sure that it comes back up nice and neatly. He's tested it about 50, 60 times. Never had a single issue the whole time. Who else we got over here? We've got Mr. Buy Tackles. There we go. He's got a nice field of his own. Obviously, there is still some houses around that you can use. You should be able to sell most of this stuff off and replace them if you wanted to. Obviously, we've got the cereal. Actually, this is another one as well. I found. Oh, look, there's a collectible right there. There's the sign in the front here. Obviously, that's floating as well. Mentioned it to him about that. He's got a couple more collectibles. Obviously, with so many different collectibles on this map as well. You get different types of collectibles. Obviously, you've got the base game ones, which are like this guy over here. So let me get up close and we'll collect that. But there's also obviously bottles, you've got your gems. There we go. And obviously, depending on what one you get, that you do get more for the collectible. So obviously, that bottle there that I collected, you get 20,000 just for that, which is not too bad. Obviously, he has come through, and yeah, I'm surprised he didn't rename that, to be honest. I might mention that to him later. The water tower. Oh, but yeah, this map is definitely looking so much. I think personally a lot neater, not tidier. So obviously this is going to be your main drag here. Obviously that way heads into where your vehicle shop is. There is another tower down there actually. I totally missed that one. Let's see who else we got around here. So we've got Mr. Dashnet himself, who owns a cotton field. Obviously with cotton, you can take it to the I was going to say Taylor's there for a minute, but it's a spinnery, and that's literally right next door, which is kind of cool. Obviously, you've got a miscellaneous building that you could probably sell off and replace it with something a bit more usable, like a storage. I don't know, maybe if it's entirely up to you. But as you can see, there is plenty of stone around the map. Now, this is another area that I found actually on the NBC Acres and on this one has lots of floating trees. Like there's two right here, and they're quite high up as well, so it's kind of mental. But yeah. So across the river here we do have obviously your annual buy point, and it's literally the same as your base game stuff. Nothing special apart from that. Around the back here we do have the farmers market, which is renamed NBC's farmers market. Be right back during time. All right, thank you. And obviously, if you're not following Bravo Chick, Dashnet, make sure to click on their links. She's got lots and lots of open fields. It's kind of nice. We've got one there owned by Mr. Yosho Hin himself. I got another one there. I'm trying to find a few of these other SGA members, but kind of run out of fields at the minute. But as you can see, there are pretty good sized fields overall. And gonna come up and across towards the main farm sort of area, that direction. Obviously, you do have your grain mill up the top here. The only thing I did find with that, actually, there is one thing. Obviously, I'm kind of picky. Chief Squats to P, thank you very much for the follow and welcome in, bud. I'm very picky about my placements, and obviously there's a bit of grass there coming through, kind of horrible. Oh, Quickie Mickey gifted a subs to Chief. Oh, my bad. Yeah, thank you, Quickie Mickey, for obviously the gifted subs to Chief Squats P and Umug Gaming. Thank you, much appreciated. If you guys are right there, guys, make sure to say a big, huge thank you, and obviously check out Quickie Mickey as well when he goes live. And hey, how's it going there, Mr. Jers and Mr. Enduro? So yeah, obviously there's another one, Mr. Dashnet. A big grass field as well. Obviously the map is precision farming ready as well, so you can use that. It's got seasons in there. As you can see, it is looking like a really nice map overall. And obviously this is bringing it back in towards the back of the farm here. So overall, my first impression of it is NBC's done a good job on it, that is for sure. Let's see how far I can actually go up, so you can actually see most of the map. So there you go. So all these little circles in the distance here, they're mines. You got forests, you got lakes. It is a lovely map. So now that you guys have actually seen it, let's get in and do some work, shall we? Alright, so the first thing is, obviously I'm going to do a bit of combining. We've got two fields, we've got the wheat and we've got canola there to get going. And obviously if you're not following Enduro, definitely go over and check him out. He does some amazing landscaping. I'm wondering if he's going to do something on this map. Obviously it is currently running with the Wolf Creek mod and the map. So you can have both maps in the same folder and it working perfectly fine. So it makes life a little bit easier, and obviously all you have to do is go to the Sim Game Alliance, grab the mod folder switcher, get that installed onto your computer, and then sync the Wolf Creek mods, and you'll be good to go. So here we go. Now, Mr. T. Miller, if you're still there, out of interest, have you found any issues yet on the map? I know you Surfing Cowboy, been doing a little bit already on there. Hey, Mr. Yosho, how you doing, bud? We were just talking about you. You own some land on NBC's map here.
Hey, Yosha.
Just those few. Oh, right, it's trees by field 50, 25, yeah. Okay, cool. Right, there you go. Yes, you do. Actually, I'll put you on hired helper for the minute. Actually, one thing I have not done is purchase the precision farming land yet for this area. So, let me grab that before I get too into this. So I want this area here. We're going to purchase soil information. There we go. Hopefully that's going to give me a little bit of a better score. Yeah, so let me come over here and let me see if we can find your fields again. Right behind me, weren't they? Yeah, so Mr. Yosho Hin owns quite a lot of property actually on here. You own a cotton field right there. You got a potato field, you got a corn field there. All this over here is literally all Mr. Yosho Hin's land. So if you need a helper for any of that, let us know. uh, right then, so obviously the hired helper can just keep going back and forward. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dam. Yep. Right, one thing I do want to do is turn that off because I do not want the vehicles turning on when I jump into them. Crop destruction I'll leave on for. Actually, I'll turn that off for now. Periodic plowing on. Field stones on. Weeds on. I'll leave all that as it is. Dirt normal on that one off. That on. Trail limit. No. Fuel lowage. I'll set that to diff. Yeah, low will do. I want to turn all these off. And I think that is probably fine. So we'll just save that one there. But yeah, how are you doing, Mr. Yosho? Anyway, it's good to see you, buddy. Obviously, how's Miss Danny doing as well? Yeah, so all of this week during my stream, so today, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm probably going to be doing this map just to check it out, show it off for you guys. Obviously, if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat about the map. Hopefully, at some point, we may get joined by NBC. Obviously, he is working and stuff as well. So who knows? We might see him, or might not. But obviously, he will be going live for what, tomorrow at his usual streaming time, I believe. I do get a little bit of flickering at times on here, I've noticed. But I've noticed it on Wolf Creek as well, so it's probably just me. Whoa, first day of spring break. Oh right, okay. Yeah, we don't have like a spring break over here, unfortunately. Danny's with her mum this week, so I'll be flying solo. Ah, okay. Oh look, I got Mr. Dashnet working for me today. Look at that, and I haven't actually done anything with them. So that's another thing as well that NBC's done. All the hired helpers have been named after some of the SGA members, so that's kind of cool as well. So you could have like Mr. Dashnet, Boomhauer. Oh
What if I don't
God, who
want to
else?
work?
You get well paid though. Um,
Well, I could use that.
there you go. Good incentive, I suppose. But yeah, there's lots of the different members. Actually, I'm kind of curious who he's actually got in here. I've got, and I think it was I was seeing Boomhauer earlier um, during team. Not I was going to say Team Hours, but he wasn't there. He was there, but it was Surfing Cowboys stream earlier had Boomhauer. Um, One thing as well I'm just having a look at something. X-Man is actually has already gone through the map and created the auto drive routes for the map. So anyone who does want it, let us know and we'll try and get that to you. I believe NBC is planning on adding it to the download link for the map anyway. So when you get the map, that will be downloadable as well. So let's just have a quick look. So we got helper names wise, you got NBC himself. You got Boomer. You got Taylor, whoever Taylor is. Who's Taylor? No idea.
That's me.
Must be one of the base game ones. There's Mr. Dashnet here. You got Jim. You got Roy, Jess, Nikki, Jen, and Willow. So quite a few there for you guys to enjoy and mess around with. Oh, Let's get this guy unloaded. Now I've just added a few of my own particular mods from off the in-game mod hub for this little playthrough. It's nothing spectacular, but obviously the container mod. Um, heck, I can't. Obviously guidance steering, stuff like that. Obviously, if you do use like guidance steering, obviously you will need to equip it to the vehicles when you get started. But it's no big deal. Obviously, I've added the real clock in there as well. I have got the universal autoload script installed. Now, obviously, the way I'm doing it is I'm doing it the light version. Obviously, I was showing off the other day. It's basically where you have to manually load the pallets onto the trailers. But what it'll do is it'll automatically stack it or auto stack it onto the trailers. So it's a little semi-realistic. So yeah. No, it's not yet. Obviously, hopefully the weekend, Mr. Jers and everyone else for this one. And I've got a couple of messages. Now I know Mr. Cope TV was not very well, so I'm hoping he's doing okay. I'm home now. Oh, good. Oh, good. He is home now. Good. Phew. Um, how can I make this picture like this? Team Miller, do you, on the Giants Developer Network, there's the store icon generator, I think it's called. You can use that, or you can just take a picture of it in the i3D and overlay it onto that particular image or one of those images. And thank you, Mr. Thavius, for the follow. That's kind of weird.
You call Mr. Thavius weird?
No, I thought Mr. Thavius was already following. Oh well. That's weird. I'm sure I've seen his name pop up before following. But yeah, how you doing, Mr. Thavius? Obviously, if you aren't following either T Miller, Thavius, or any of those guys, make sure to follow them. The easiest way is kind of weird. I thought I was as well. Yeah. Um. Wow, that's a interesting one. Yeah, if you're not following Mr. Thavius, what if I pronounce it? Yeah, I think it's Thavius, isn't it? Thavius, maybe.
Thavius, like that.
Yeah, obviously, make sure to check his streams out. He does Farm Sim, he does Satisfactory, he does Thai. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Um, he does a whole array of different games, and obviously, one thing this year, he's actually restarted a lot of his games from scratch. So, yeah, definitely one heck of a challenge he's got on there. Oh. Yeah, but how you doing there anyway, Bob? Tivius.
Thavius after Thailand.
Yeah,
Right. Now I
makes
get it.
sense. Yeah.
Took a little while.
For some reason,
Like
I keep
2
wanting to
years.
say Thavius. I think somebody else has said Thay.
I've always said Thavius.
Yeah.
That's what I've
So we're
always
going to
called him.
blame it on Dave.
All my
Now,
fault.
yeah, it's all Dave's fault. So one other thing as well, if you haven't seen any of this map yet, or NBC Acres, obviously, like I mentioned, you can use the Wolf Creek map and mod pack. Now, obviously, there's a whole array of different productions in there. From obviously you got base game ones initially, but obviously the extended versions that Dajnet's done, along with all the other factories as well that you can place down and utilize from obviously tier 1 through to the tier 4 stuff. Oh, and I think I'm going to need a grain mill or something for this to get some flour made. What I might just do is start up a little production around this actual main farm. I can actually think in front of this shed here on the left hand side. Pop down the little flour mill and get that going. The nice thing is with the tier 1 stuff, you don't need any additional power and stuff like that. Doing okay if I could only sleep. Oh yeah. Oh, I've been kind of like that recently as well. Find it pretty hard to sleep. Mainly because I've got too many friggin' ideas going around my head. It's all Dave's fault. Right.
I'm getting blamed for a lot of stuff this morning. I'm going back to bed.
I'm only kidding. I've got too many blinking projects on the go at the minute. I need to get some of them finished off. Right. And the worst thing is I've got even more to do now. Uh, but I don't mind. I can get it done. It's not a problem. Right. So let's get that in there. So we'll get that filled up. That's fine. And okay, let's turn this off because I don't need this on anymore. And we'll turn that off, and I'll fall to the ground. There we go. Actually, where was it? I spotted something earlier. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. But keep an eye around the maps as well for collectibles, because you never know what you might find. We'll keep that on spawning. So there we go. So that is up and running. Obviously, one thing I'm going to do is collect up this straw, and I'm probably just going to sell that to start off with. Make a little bit extra money. Actually, while I was thinking about it, I could have actually had follow me going with the baler. Oh well. That's what you get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So one of the projects, and it's been asked so many times to be brought back, is something that's on PV Rivers map. For anyone who knows the map, so it's going back to FS15. And I've now actually got the visual side of it converted to 22. Obviously, I've got to go through, add a few more bits into it. I know gamer Paul keeps asking for it, so he'll know what it is. How you doing there, Madeira? So obviously that's going to be on Dave's new map, and that's one of the projects, and it's friggin' huge. Kind of need some more things to go into it, I think. Like maybe some bumper cars, stuff like that. That'll give you a little hint. Yeah, so it will be back. How and when, who knows? uh,
Mm.
yeah, so obviously I was thinking of, obviously I need to speak to you, Dave, a little bit more about it, but I was kind of thinking of a kind of like a sell over time type production thing, is what I was
Well, the
thinking.
whole thing sells over time after it's filled.
Yeah,
That's what it does.
and obviously I'd set that up the same way you would the landfill, wouldn't you? So you'd have like money as an
Kind of.
output type thing then, yeah.
But yeah, it has some other things that need to be done though.
Yeah,
So
obviously need to get,
it's a little more complicated.
yeah, because
What you
one thing,
got to do is create two products.
yeah,
That way it forces them to have everything to create the first product so it doesn't run until after they, you know what I'm saying?
mhm, yep.
Yeah.
Well, obviously
It
I can
it'll
speak to you offline about it a little bit more.
yeah.
Because
It's
obviously one thing I was thinking is we could have maybe entertainment as one of the outputs, possibly. And obviously T
well,
Miller mentioned about it the other day as well.
possibly yeah, that might be a good possibility. So
Yeah,
basically just to give you an idea, let's say all you get all the products in there and they create like stage 1. Stage 1 is what's going to be needed to trigger stage 2. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
Which is what the one that creates everything. That way it has to be filled up before it starts, you know?
Mhm.
Can't just run it with a partial load. I'll have to work it out, but
Yeah.
I've done it before.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. The map looks good. It does, Madeira, doesn't it? Obviously, this is Underhill Valley by NBC, and he's basically gone through and redone NBC Acres and taken out everything that he hated and made it a complete new map. It's really kind of nice. Definitely enjoying it so far. Oh, stop misbehaving, phone. I was aiming to try and do 3 hours today just to show off that little bit more, but my wife's not been feeling the greatest. Still, unfortunately. Obviously, one of the new medicines that she's been given has given her a rather smelly wind and making her really tired. So I'll probably do the 2 hours today, 3 hours Wednesday, 2 hours Friday. But hopefully, I want to really get back into doing the 3 hours on a Monday and 3 hours Wednesday, 2 hours Friday for you guys. But I was kind of maybe NBC might pop in, but he's not around. I don't think. I'm guessing he's probably at
How are
work.
you working today?
Yeah, I thought as much. Ba-da-ba-bam, ba-da-ba-dum. But yeah, the project you guys were definitely gonna be surprised. It is gonna be something. From what I understand, you could probably maybe start it quite early on, maybe, but it's more kind of a later game sort of production type thing. Um, but yeah, definitely looking forward to working on that.
Also, I want it to be seasonal.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, it'll be a seasonal production, so it'll only run during either the summer or fall. When do you guys usually have your fairs?
Um, that's a freaking. Usually late summer, I think it is.
Yeah, it is. Usually
Yeah.
ours is the first week of autumn, right after. Right, no, actually, I guess it's right around Labor Day weekend
Mm.
where we have it. So yeah, we could do it
Yeah. Yeah. Sort of
summertime.
August, summertime. Yeah. Because I know. Hang on, let me charge my headset up. One sec. Oh wait, no. There we go. Right, hope that's all good. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So obviously we have a park that's up the road from us, and usually around the end of the summer holidays is when the fair comes around at us anyway. So, but
Hmm.
yeah, July to September most times. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll run it in the summer.
yeah, that's easy enough to sort out. So what will happen is you'll be able to input products throughout the year, but it won't kick in until the summer. If it's how I remember it working. Obviously, I've done Sam Adams already with the old pumpkin batch, and I'm pretty sure you can put the products in, but it won't activate till that certain time of the year, which is kind of cool. So yeah, seasonal productions are back. Yay! Oh. And at some point, I do need to finish testing the Pepsi factory. I've actually gone through and got it now set up in line with all the rest of the productions for Dave's map. Oh, one thing I was going to mention, and I totally forgot about saying it before with PMS, you actually found that it was raised up. Obviously, the reason that was when I was testing it, I had to raise it up above the water plane and forgot to put it
Oh,
back down. That's why it was so high. So yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Well, we got
uh,
it done.
yeah. Actually, it does look quite good. Actually, it's nice. And the map is definitely starting to fill in a lot. Just
Mm-hmm.
need to get some of those other things like the oil wells working and stuff like that. So, hey there, Nexus Dorothy. How you doing? What is a GIM file? GIM file? I haven't heard of
Never
that.
heard of it.
No.
There's a GRLE and a GDM file.
Yeah. Are you still trying to do that billboard, T Miller? Is that what it is? You're great. Good. Glad to hear it. And obviously, welcome in. Obviously, first time chat in the stream, so that's kind of nice.
Oh, I've never used the icon generator.
Icon generator.
I have no
Okay.
idea.
Right. Let me minimize you. Go to desktop. One sec while that guy's working. Where the heck have I put mine? I've only actually used it once recently. To try it out, but there should be an option in there for like store image and stuff like that. Oh, flipping out, where's that gone? Oh, fudge, did I delete it? I think I might have accidentally deleted it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, mind you, I don't really use it that much to be honest, but yeah. Icon generator. Right, let's download it and have a little look. So, right, so accept, and we'll go to Giant Developer Network. Oh, there we go. So basically, what Mr. Timo is doing is trying to create a icon for a mod. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Icon generator. Where the friggin' heck are you? I know it's here somewhere. I seen it. I seen it. Because I told him it was here. Icon generator. Where the friggin' heck are you? Icon generator there. I'm going blind. I can't see it. It was here. Texture tools, sampling. Why am I missing it? Why can't I see it now? Ah, fudge nuggets. Let me do a search. No, I just want that there. Oh, it's not going to do it. Search. Icon generator. And store images in the GIMP file in the mod section. Was it? Downloads. Modding. Icon template. Icon generator, right there. Thank you. uh, it's the only problem with all these. Obviously, you do have like your test runner as well in here. Yeah, friggin' thing. Alright, let me. So downloads. I'm going to extract that so I can use it. Icon generator. Let's have a little look. So let's minimize. So what you'd need to do is obviously this is actually set up already to look at a particular folder from when I've used it previously. So say for instance, obviously you need to have first of all, the mod folder unzipped for anyone who wants to do this, by the way. All you then have to do is select the folder that you want it to look at. And what it's going to do is look for the i3D in that folder. Obviously, you can do a 3D images. So what it'll basically do is it'll rotate your i3D in that 360 and take images in different intervals throughout. And obviously, you can do a mod icon as well. So we'll just go with the store one for example. Obviously, they do need to be PNG, so make sure that that's there as well as having the DDS ticked. You can choose a different background if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave that as black for the minute. It will show you shadows. You can turn that off if you wanted to. Once you've got it all set up, make sure to select that folder, hit generate. Oh, bugger. Select the last one, at least one item to render. So it should only be that one I want there. Come on. Dang it, I've done it once before. Let's try that one then. There you go. Okay, so you have to go into the folder and select that Stone Crusher itself. So obviously this is going to load up your Giants editor, take those pictures, or picture, depending on how many you select, and create a icon for it. So if I go into which one's that? It's probably my folder here. Yep, let's move that out of the way. Come into the crusher, and it should have made a new icon, which it hasn't. Where the heck's that saved that then? But you got a GIM file as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is then, T Miller. Standalone i3D. Let's do that one that way instead. It has been a while since I've actually used this. That should be fine. That should be fine. So, okay, so that's going into my C drive. Okay, so where are you? Where the heck's it saving them then? Because I do not want that there. Because it's normally when I run it, it'll go back into that folder. For some reason, that didn't do it that time. What you could technically do, T Miller, then, if you've got that image, let me bring up that Stone Crusher again for a moment. One, two. Oh, wrong folder. What you could do is take one of the original pictures into
He's got
paint.net,
everything. It just created an extra
yeah,
GIM file.
and just replace it with that image and save it, and then delete that GIM file. Look at the picture in Discord. Ah, okay.
It's GIM files used for uh PlayStation
Is that what it is?
Portable. It's a Sony type file. Well, that's what this says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just delete it because obviously it's not going to be going on console. But that makes sense. I need to have a little play with that icon generator a little bit more. Because normally what that does is it'll save an image in the original file there. But
Yeah, it's
anyway,
for place. It's a PlayStation image file. Oddly enough,
yeah. Maybe that's something new that they've added for anybody creating mods for console.
I don't. They probably use it for that, but
Yeah. But yeah, just delete it and just use that original one, other one that you've got there. As long as it's DDS, it should be fine. There we go. So let's just carry on with a bit of gameplay. So and chill out. It's pretty easy to use. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what went wrong there because it should have saved that image. Might have forgotten something. But oh well. But yeah, obviously lovely, lovely map to play with at the minute. So yeah, like I said, this week I'm going to be focusing on this map, showing it off. Hopefully, I'm not going to need to do any restarts. Um, obviously, everything that I've found, and I think most people have found now who are testing the map, have been mainly just things that can be lowered or raised up. It won't really cause a restart, which is kind of nice. Obviously, the only thing that possibly a restart is obviously going to be the fast food restaurant where it's got that grass on the inside. But obviously, NBC could quite easily just leave it in there and not even bother. Righty, so let's go dump this off. But yeah, what you could actually do if you wanted to, if you didn't like the equipment, the sheds, the silo, you could sell the whole lot off, put down what you want as well. That's the nice thing about these maps. And a lot of obviously this stuff on the map, about 90-95% of the stuff can be sold, replaced if you wanted to. And how's it going there, soft stuff? Welcome to Underhill Valley by Mr. NBCMASTERDAD. Obviously, like I mentioned, his aim was, I think, the weekend for release for the map, so it's kind of nice. So you don't have to wait too much longer for it. There we go. But yeah, keep your eyes out for any collectibles. You never know. There might be a nice expensive one there. Yeah, he's really cheeky, even in the grass as well. He's probably got some laying around. You never know. Or on the edge of a field. Right there. I knew I'd seen the one. Oh, look. Cool. Now, just out of curiosity. No. I thought I'd seen something else around here earlier when I was running around like a mad hatter. Maybe not. There we go. Looks good from what you're showing. Okay, cool. So obviously, if you know NBC Acres soft stuff, it's basically a redone version of that makes it. He's basically gone through and removed all that crap that he didn't like it of the map, and created obviously Underhill map. It's still got the mine in it without the top out now. It's lots of fields have been redone. It's added some. It's merged some. Tons of loads of trees. But yeah, a lot more useful trees as well. That's the thing. Lots of equipment you can start off with, just to get going straight away. The only thing you'd probably need to get later on is maybe a flatbed trailer. For obviously, actually that's one thing I could get is a Brentner. I've got plenty for that. And obviously that is one of the trailers I do like, is the Brentners. The main one that I use is, actually I'm going to buy it now while I've got some money. Can be reconfigured to be a flatbed, this one here. And the nice thing as well is where it can become a bale trailer, it can auto-load or auto-stack as well. Now one thing as well, at some point I will be going through and hopefully adding in 4 new members onto this store as well. Oh, Tyvius, are you still out there, sir? I need something from you if you don't mind. While I'm here. Still a little bit of flickering on that ground, I noticed. He may not be there still. T Miller, if you see Tyvius, could you ask him to send me his logo if he doesn't mind, so I can add it to the store here? So one thing that NBC wanted different with his map, if you guys haven't seen the story yet, is he's adding in, or it's actually asked me to do it, is to add in all the members from the Sim Game Alliance, and this is basically what I've done for him. Obviously, the more people we get, the more these little areas get filled in. So I'm kind of thinking in each of these corners, also I'll add a new light in as well to show the logos off. We've got 2 either ends. Obviously, we've got 4 current members not in here. I've got one from Surfing Cowboy Gaming already. I need to get Tyvius's logo. I need something from Farm 2022 Farming Guy as well. The other one is from Imperial Gamer. He's the 4th member that I do not have a logo for yet. I might actually have it. I'll have to go through me messages from him. So I need to get in and do them at some point. But yeah, might actually do that in the next couple of days so it can be updated for you guys when it gets released as well. But while I'm here, I'm going to grab this guy. I'm going to actually make him black. There we go. Don't need to worry about that, so we're going to buy you. But yeah, kind of want to have a little play at some point and maybe make a new store for the maps as well. I don't know how easy that is to do.
Hmm.
But yeah, obviously, if you got if you speak to farming guy as well there, T Miller, maybe ask him if he's got something, because I definitely do not. But yeah, that sign does look pretty good, T Miller, by the way. You have to show it off on your stream though. So what T Miller's basically done is there's a mod on the in-game mod hub. It's basically a billboard sign, and he's gone through and added in something that's a little bit more personal to it. It's kind of cool. I will on Thursday. Cool. Yeah. So if you're not following or watching T Miller, here we go. Give me a shout out actually. T Miller 63. Make sure to click on his link. Check him out. Obviously, I think he'll be streaming tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'm not sure what maps he's going to be doing, but yeah, definitely well worth checking them out, guys. Obviously, he does live over in the Philippines, so time variant may change slightly to what you're used to from everybody else. Obviously, if you can't catch his stream, try and check out his VOD videos afterwards to see what he's been up to. And obviously that's another person as well who's really good at landscaping as well as Mr. T Miller. Some of the stuff that he's done on like Pompey's Uncharted is kind of cool. I like it. He's got some nice ideas. There we go. Tomorrow and Thursday it will be revisited. Wednesday will be Underhill. Saturday will be the SGA competition map. Oh, there you go. So sorted out for the whole week. I haven't got froggies what I'm going to be doing. But yeah, obviously, yeah, like I said, I'll probably focus on showing this off this week. Going to try and get some into the mines, get some of that productions up and running. Um, maybe get some contracts underway as well. Obviously, test them out. I know a lot of actually, I might even add in the auto drive routes as well. I might just do that and try them out. Obviously, what it'll be is obviously X-Man is just doing the base roads. So anything that you add in, you will need to edit it for your gameplay as well, guys. Right. Let me jump in. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot we had 3 tractors in here, don't we? See, that would be one thing that I would do. I'd sell off because I really not a big fan of pink. But I think just for this week alone, I will keep it in here. I'm sure it must be one of these corners. I'm sure I've seen something on one of these corners. I cannot remember. So that's one day ahead of everyone in the US. Yeah, that's one. And obviously the time change and everything is probably going to make it a little bit easier for you guys as well to catch T Miller. Where was it? I must be going mad because I'm sure one of these corners had something in it. Oh well. Not to worry. Actually, one thing I am going to do is replace the baler. I downloaded one with the old windrower on it because it makes life a lot easier. Now, just out of interest, obviously I do have precision farming installed, and currently, why I don't want you. Go away, go away. There we go. So yeah, I'd have a lot of work just from that one field. Now, one thing to bear in mind as well, and I know T Miller and Surf and Cowboy have experienced it. When you cut grass around a field, so any of the area around here, it actually does have a impact on your environmental score. Usually the nitrogen level goes down, so just bear that in mind if you are going to run precision farming. I've never noticed it myself. Oh, I just run something over. That's probably what I was seeing. Hello, little dude. You're mine. But yeah, there we go. See, now I'm keeping my eye out for everywhere. It's like, give me more collectibles. I want them all. I'm terrible now. So I'm exactly 12 hours ahead of Eastern time. Ah, okay. Yeah, we got another 2 weeks before our daylight savings kick in the UK, so it's gonna be fun this week and next to try to keep on top of everybody. Then you got Surfing Cowboy, who's in Hawaii, bless his cotton socks, and obviously they don't even change their clocks. It's like, what the heck? Oy. Right then. So we'll dump this in the silo, and then, while the hired helper does that other field, what I'll do is I'll start on baling that field there. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I think that I've never used a cultivator in the entire game. I think maybe when I first started playing 19, that was about the last time I did it, so that'll be going. The cedar can go for a bigger one maybe, along with the power harrow. And Enduro is behind. You're not behind the times, bud. Cool. I don't know. Mr. Enduro, you're terrible. But yeah, all of these trees can be cut down. It's kind of nice. Oh, that is lovely, isn't it? Look at all those lovely little lines. Those pain in the butt lines.
Pain in the butt lines.
That's what I'm calling them from now on. Welcome back there, Viking. How you doing, bud? Yeah, so obviously, like I said, with obviously the roads here, you can pick all this gravel up, put it into a stone crusher. Obviously, that's one thing I would probably aim to try and get down quite early as a stone crusher to make your lime. So obviously, what you could actually do with that little driveway or piece of road there that you own is get a shovel and start digging that up and produce some lime for your fields. Right, we'll pop that there. I don't think this is the biggest, so it can stay there for now. I'm hoping that's the 800. Yeah, it's probably a decent size. You're gone. Yeah, he popped off to get something to eat. He was lurking, bless him. So there's the class header. Okay, baler. So let's take this all down to the shop. But yeah, one thing I do want to try and do is be more realistic-ish, I suppose, ish, with a lot of the gameplay. Obviously, with Wolf Creek, I've started trying to use the auto load less for loading. Obviously, I'm still picking things up with forklift and then auto stacking it and doing it that way. So you actually see the distance from the main farm just for me driving. So it's literally down the road, and you're at the vehicle shop there. But all this you can pick up. It's kind of cool. Yeah. So yeah, my stacking at the best of times is not the greatest. So that's one reason why I've tried to keep some form of auto loading on. And I know they did an update as well on GitHub. Jeez, thank you. Thank you, Viking, for the screamer. Much appreciated, bud. I don't know if I'm more deaf than anything else. Also, another thing is you do have the BGA right across from the vehicle shop as well, guys. Same place as it is on Elm Creek, NBC Acres, and all that. Also, you can bring your silage here to be sold and so forth. You can use the bunkers. One thing NBC did is he actually redid the ramp here. So obviously, if you guys remember, it was kind of a weird setup here to try and get to the trigger and stuff. Obviously, he's gone through, he's created some nice little concrete blocks there to make life a little bit easier for you when unloading. Yeah. But yeah, if you're not happy with like the roads, for example, you can just go over with the paintbrush like you would on any other map. There's quite a few actually in here that you can use. So nice big area. You got your stone crusher at your vehicle shop right here. Looks a lot different. And how in the heck do you get that up there? I need a telehandler down here. Oh yeah. But yeah, keep your eyes open when you are playing on the map for these collectibles, because I've just spotted another one actually, and it's more valuable than the one on top. Look, a nice little bottle. There we go. So I've got 48 more of them to go. Right, so we'll get rid of you. Sell. Buy. Oh, cheesy crying out loud, Enduro. Thank you for scaring the sweet Jesus out of me there. Right, balers, that's what I wanted on it. So, the ones I've downloaded, the ones by Hispano Modding. Obviously, they're the same guys that are doing the grain containers at the minute. Right here. I'm going to keep it to the class one, though. Let me see. I do not think I need anything extras in here. Yeah, I'll keep that as it is. I am probably going to lose a little bit of money there, but oh well. I probably end up taking a bit of a loan. One thing I'm trying not to do as well is use the Easy Dev tool to add any money in on this particular playthrough this week. I want to try and keep it as realistic as possible, earn the money, stuff like that. But I wonder. No, I'm not even going to attempt to try and back that up. I was kind of thinking, can I hook those two up together? Obviously, it does have the trailer hitch, but I don't think it's the right hitch, though. Oh yeah. How you doing, Michael? Yeah, so it's literally just down the road from the main farm, so it's really easy to get to. I like it. And let's go. Actually, I'm going to go this way up here, because you've got the main road. Obviously, you've got the gravel road there as well, you could go up to if you want to. But there's multiple ways in from the shop. This one, that road there. Obviously, you could go the long way around if you wanted to. But it's literally up the road here, turn right, and then first left. Like I said, X-Man has already gone through, created those auto drive routes for you guys, and that will be coming with the map, hopefully. I'm sure that's what NBC said. NBC said. We teeth back in last night. There we go. Kinda wondering how long before that maze is ready over there. Actually, before jumping on there, I need to go and probably unload him soon. So, actually, I might. Oh, am I gonna get away with it? I've got crop destruction turned on, haven't I? So, darn it. H, let's turn you off a second. Get you on. Oh, fudge! I just seen something there. Ran over it again. Another one. NBC, you're cheeky. There we go. Right now, I need all the money I can get. Tongue-tied much? Yeah, to be honest, I need to grab a drink. And I'm pretty sure my wife's just put the kettle on to make a coffee, which is good timing. Actually, I do have a coffee. It's a bit cold though now. Yeah, so I think I'm going to focus on getting the Pepsi factory sorted out this week, and that other thing that you sent me that Scurvy was working on, or supposedly working on.
Yep.
I'll get that sorted out this week. Then the fun. Jeez, peeps. Gamer Paul, do you mind? Actually, it's more the loudness that's getting me than the actual scream. Oh. What was I going to say? Oh, we also need to have a chat about Dell, don't we?
Not yet.
I know. But soon.
Not yet, because I don't have a clue yet. So
Yeah.
we'll see. It's coming in, but
Yeah.
we're
Also,
not ready for it yet.
I was watching your stream. Gotta keep you awake. Oh, I'm always awake, I think. Um. Oh. What was that? Ah, look, a little blue sheepy. God, he's really got them hidden. Some of these. Um. Yeah, because obviously I did watch your stream back on Saturday. Um. Interesting idea of what you kind of want.
I don't even know what
It was
idea that is.
from what your idea was having kind of like a multiple productions within Dell type thing.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I may have an idea. I'm not sure if it'd work.
Well, it'd have to be built into the map to do it.
Oh, excuse me. Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be the fun part. Definitely. Did I pick one up there? I'm sure there was something else around here. Oh, I'm going mad. I swear I am. Yeah. So while he's doing that, I'll carry on with this.
Going mad? Haven't you been mad?
Totally nuts and bonkers.
Exactly.
I think it's eating all the birthday cake. We've got about one piece left for my daughter's birthday cake from last week still. It's kept quite well actually, I'm quite surprised. But the last couple of days it's sort of got to that point where it's sort of, oh, I really don't want to have any more. So yesterday decided to have it with a bit of ice cream, and that definitely worked. It takes the sharpness or the bitterness off of the chocolate, I think. Because it's a dark, very rich dark chocolate that was used on it. And it's obviously got chocolate fondant, chocolate cake, chocolate icing, the whole friggin' thing's chocolate. It just takes that edge off of it, it's kind of nice. That's weird thoughts, I heard someone coming in, must be the ghost. Tell us something we don't know, Billy. Oh. Actually, I'll tell you something that you may not know, but I know everything, Viking. Oh.
Wow.
I was gonna say I know nothing, but you know that already, so yeah. So I know everything from now on, okay? Oh, Tim the Dirt Man hit a milestone achievement. That is something definitely that's come up new in it. These achievements, I've not seen them before. Interesting. Watching 3 consecutive streams this month to spark off a watch streak. Nice. Coolio. But yeah, obviously, if you guys have got any questions about the map, you're more than welcome to drop it in chat, and I'll try my best to answer it. Obviously, if I don't know the answer, I'm sure we can reach out to NBC and get an answer for either my next stream or his next stream. Obviously, he should be streaming again tomorrow. Thank you, dear. What is that? What's what? The
The
tractor, the
Cheaty
baler,
Valley?
It's not a cheaty bear, it's actually realistic. Ha. That. You troll. Stop doing to me.
Mhm.
Oh. Yeah, I like doing that to Mr. Reaper, don't I? What's that? What's that over there? What's that? What you doing? Oh. Actually, one thing I do want to look into a little bit more, actually, and this is more of a personal thing, is Terraform. I want to try that out a bit more. Was that stone? No, that's anything better, really. I haven't actually been on Wolf Creek yet there, I'm Shy Wizard. Been a little bit busy with modding and stuff over the weekend, and I will check it out later and let you know. But I definitely know it's a different version to what is in the Wolf Creek mod pack. If you know anything, then I'm flying. 8, 11, 10 off my chair so I don't leave you. Oh, Michael, you're terrible. You are definitely. I have no idea what size spells I'm actually creating. Let's see. Must be the 8,000 ones, okay. Thereabouts. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, Shy Wizard, and let you know. Just been a little bit busy. Right, actually what I should do, as in as realistically as possible, do in cab. But yeah, how you doing there, Shy Wizard? I got a fresh
Morning,
cup,
Shy Wizard.
nice fresh mug of coffee here. Good. Oh, glad to hear it, bud. Yeah, I was thinking actually. Thank you, Tim, for the screamer. Much appreciated. Didn't quite give me that one. What was I going to say? Yeah, that Ferris wheel that you've got, I don't think it would work or fit in with the rest of the models that are on the PV Rivers one. Looks too new
Oh,
and shiny.
well, the whole thing needs an upgrade.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Very, very true. Well, in that case, can you do it at a circus tent as well then?
I don't, I can't.
Oh, one that lights up or something. That'd be kind of cool at night.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the biggest issue obviously now is obviously if you have an animal in, say, for instance, like the circus, it's looked upon as animal cruelty and it's bad.
Who gives a crap? Stop being so
And yet,
politically correct.
I know. And yet, well, obviously, I don't know what sort of age range you guys are out there. Personally, I'd probably put you between like sort of what 20 and 40s average maybe. Um, so most of you guys would probably remember going to the circus and seeing like the elephants and all this and the tigers. Yeah, I remember those days. Oh, that'd be kind of nice actually. Maybe if it were going more retro for it, you could have like the animal trailers, but not actually physically have the animals in there. That'd be a kind of an interesting one with the train system.
Bears and tutus.
Ooh.
Remember?
Yeah, bears
Kind
and
of the,
tutus riding motorbikes. I remember them well.
yes.
Well, it wasn't motorbike. There was a little friggin' bike things, wasn't it? They had a mini moto or whatever it is. Yes. Or was that
Something like
Madagascar? I'm
that.
not sure. Oh, actually, I think that was Madagascar. I'm thinking of now, isn't it? Oh, dang. I'm not doing so well. Alright, canola. What can I use canola for? No idea. Is that used as a flower? I need you. Hired helper off. There we go. Let's have a little look. I want to see something. I cannot remember if it was added to the flower or not. I don't think it was. Nope. Okay, so... See, now I know canola is used for oil, But I'm not sure if it's added in on the smaller one. Oil production. It is good, okay. Super Trooper, I've got just enough to get that one up and running. So I want to leave a slight gap. And we'll put you, say, there. Yeah, there was a circus tent. Um,
Yeah, we got it. It's the same one that he's using. He wanted an upgraded one.
yeah. It's obviously the size of what it was in Rivers, the overall area, is going to end up being roughly twice as big. So I need some decent models and stuff, I suppose is the best way to put it. How's it going there, 3 Lines Gaming? Yes. Actually, what I can do is actually show. I, I suppose I'm gonna have to show it off. Everyone's probably guessed by now. So let's go over to desktop. Let me load this up. So what I've been working on, if I can find the right folder, is converting the fairgrounds from PV count. I was going to say county from PV Rivers, which is FS15-net map. And this is what I've got so far. So the green area is just a temporary texture. That is the current size of what it was. The area around it, this white area, is what I've got to play with. So I can actually increase the size of it. So obviously one of the main things I want to basically get actually working is obviously having the Ferris wheel going round. Whether this gets replaced, don't know yet. We'll wait and see. At the minute I'm just going to be using this anyway. It's kind of an easy one to get started. Obviously I know Dave mentioned it's already on a rotator, so I can just add it into the XML. So once you start the production or whatever it is, it'll just automatically turn on. It'd be nice if there was a way of having it turn on and off, so it's like if people were getting on and off. Don't know how that would work though. But the whole lot is being converted. Obviously, I still need to go through. Obviously, get the bale maze. So it's actually as you add in the bales, it slowly builds up and builds up and builds up and stuff like that. Yeah, so things like a roller coaster would be quite nice, bumper cars, stuff like that. Obviously, I need to try and find models for it. I've even got the horses in here as they were. Um, Obviously, some of this may get replaced. Obviously, I think this area, from what I understand, you could take tractors and vehicles there, and I don't know how exactly it worked, but yeah, it was like a little
That
showroom type
part's not
thing.
going to be in there.
Yeah, obviously
That's
that,
going to be
yeah.
eliminated. Can't
But
do that.
things like the agricultural and commercial buildings, oh, that needs to be brought out a little bit more. Obviously, I need to come through, replace the pallets. Why has that not got any textures on that? I might have missed something on them, but obviously these are going to be replaced anyway, so that they're more in line with what we currently have, pallet-wise. So I think that's like your all your different grains are going to be coming over here. You got little
Right.
bags of onion. That's kind of nice, little bags of onion there. See, I haven't actually seen these properly. So you got what's that? Is that wheat or barley, something like that? Sacks of. It's kind of cool actually. Oh, I like it. Some rye, whatever it was there. Got some corn, sunflower, some sugarcane bags. But yeah, all of these are going to be replaced with some new visuals, so they're matching in with what we currently have in 22. Oh, excuse me, 22. Burp there. Um, but the whole area is going to be changed around a bit. But I want to try and keep some of what's here for the new one. So obviously, like the tents, these big buildings are going to. I'm aiming to try and keep them. Obviously update them. So things like in here we have the used glue. Obviously that can now be replaced with the 3M, for example. Also you got your national gypsum there. Actually, technically use those pallets as they are. These barrels would need to be retextured so they're um, matching in with the 3M stuff. You got your Kellogg's products in here. This would need to be replaced because obviously we're not doing the bird seeds anymore. Um, Obviously we've got the Smirnoff still here. The Cogent. This is something we need to work on whether we're going to keep this in or trade it in for something else. Maybe a I don't know, maybe a Wolf Creek or Elm Creek or whatever map creek storage. I know Surfing Cowboy is working on trying to get the Cogent back. Obviously, that's going to be planks and wood products, maybe going there. But yeah, this is definitely one map that I've never actually. I wonder if I can actually do this. One sec. Visible. Where are you? Ba-da-ba-dum. Now, obviously, that's just a normal plane. If I put a rigid body on that, can I stand on that? Collision is on. Static. Yep. Where is first person? There we go. Hey, look at that. I can actually walk around it now. Let me expand this out a little bit. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Can I or not? No. Okay. I look really tiny in comparison to the rest of this. It's weird. But obviously you got your Sam Adams stall. Obviously what I'm kind of thinking is having a stall set up for each of the different factories. So you have like your Sam Adams, your Pepsi, Frito-Lay, like all these ones here, along with like your popcorn Suttons. Obviously you got Smirnoff, some in the building over there. Um, yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but I look like a freaking kid in here. But yeah, all these pallets are not too bad actually. They're
Well, you
very
are, kid.
similar to what they are now. One thing with the Pepsi, actually, that's something I was going to ask you. With the Pepsi factory, obviously, it's getting upgraded now to the way it's going to be built now. Did you want any additional Pepsis added to it, so like like Pepsi Max or
Not,
free
not
something?
yet.
No, okay,
No,
that's one thing I was kind of maybe thinking. Um, but yeah, all these pallets
you got
will need to be.
something.
It's like seeing these tables. They look like they need like little packets of crisps or something on the side, or chips, as you like to call them. Um, yeah, so I'm going to
You
have.
got the rack in the pizza company. Yeah, it needs overhauls, Billy. It's old.
Yeah, there's racks in the pizza.
On the counter, there used to be pizza in the old one. There
Mm,
used to be potato chips,
was there?
chip
Okay,
racks in there. Yeah, when it was a sell over time,
I'll have
it
to have a
had
look.
chips in it.
Yeah, there's nothing
You
on
didn't
this one.
copy those over?
I don't remember seeing them. Oh, anyway, but obviously, yeah, obviously I'm going to be adding in at least one for every factory anyway. Um, I have still got obviously all these little your cows and your deer and all that in here. The bears that are in the enclosure here. Hello, Boo Boo and Yogi. Hello, hello. They're not animated. I don't even know how to do that. But yeah, this whole area is going to get a 22 upgrade, shall we say? But also I do want to keep some of this stuff that's in here for it. So kind of a bit of a definitely an upgrade. Keep the sign definitely, maybe. Upgrade that a little bit. But yeah, this is one project. It's going to be over a long time to get this sorted out, to be honest. But obviously, it will be built into Dave's new map. See, it's like the benches; they just do not look quite right. So I might be grabbing some of the stuff that's from, like, say, in Elm Creek, and replacing it with some of these. Maybe we'll see. And you've even got Portaloos as well. But to be honest, it wasn't too hard to get most of these converted over. I was quite surprised. The only thing I did have to do is I think it was the tables. Remove that what's the gloss map on it. They seem to come
Yeah.
through really dark. Obviously,
Yeah,
just
you got
remove
to
that
remove the
and
gloss.
yeah,
Old gloss maps don't work.
yeah. That was the only one that had the issue. All the rest have been perfectly fine. The only the other thing was a what was it? Shadow shader, I think it was.
shader.
There
Oh,
was a shadow shader on there somewhere. One of these. Thankfully, I was able to change it for the 22 version, so it worked perfectly fine. Fine. So, yeah. But obviously, this is something I'm going to be working on anyway. Oh, come on. I need to change that, don't I? Come on, come on. I cannot get out of this. Fine. I have no idea how to get out of. How do you get out of first person? It's not going to do it. Crash. Nope, it's not allowing me. Yes.
let's
There we
escape.
go. There we go. Escape. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, I've never done the first person, but yeah, obviously that is something I'm going to be working on. There's a few other little projects that I need to do that other people should have been doing, but I'm going to be doing them now, but that's fine. But yeah, a little bit of FS15 is definitely coming back to the map. Obviously, the sawmill is back from 15. Pepsi were good in 15. That's another thing I did notice in the Pizza Factory. Wolfie's, the current version, has vending machines. It'd be kind of nice maybe to make some placeable versions of them where you can fill them up and they're used as like a sell over time. Maybe something. I know Dave mentioned about it. I think it was on PV County. So
We did it
might,
in
yeah,
15.
may see if we can get something like that back as well. Because that would be kind of a nice thing for you guys, just place them down throughout the map, and just take the products there and sell them. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, there's lots of ideas coming just from one friggin' map. It's terrible. But yeah, my main aim at the minute is to get the factory sorted out for Dave's new map, and then focus on the other things. Obviously, the fairgrounds there is going to be one of the ones to get on at some point. Obviously, get Dale sorted out. Even how that's going to work, no ideas yet. But we'll figure it all out eventually. But yeah, I've got another about 10 minutes or so before I need to jump off. Oh, the joys of being a carer. I remember the farmer's market in FS15 was like that with them sacks. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, farmers market too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was something else I've been thinking of as well. How you could implement the farmers market that was on like PV County, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know if it even work is have a um each of the triggers hidden temporarily, and you have to add in a product to bring that trigger in to be able to use it. So you're almost like you're building the different sections of the farmer's market. I'm not sure how it would work. That was my sort of
Mm.
idea. Could be done, but now that we can do the buildables side of things, and have that as a sell over time. But that's a. I've actually got that jotted down as on my notepad as an possible idea to look into in the future.
Mm.
Um,
In the future.
oh yes, could have got plenty of. We've got at least the rest of this year and probably next year before we're going to see the next farm sim game for PC, I'd imagine. So lots of ideas still to work on. So yay! But obviously, for now, we're focusing on Mr. NBC's new map, Underhill Valley. Obviously, I'm going to be doing this the rest of the week. Hopefully, I don't have to restart, because that would be a pain in the butt. Right, let's go see how that is doing over there. I think it said it was still growing earlier, so maybe if I can zoom on and get this ready, I can get this sorted for the next game, or next stream, should say. That's fine. Ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-dum. Weird. Didn't look quite flat there. It almost looked like there was two layers there. Just the way I was seeing, I think. Whoa. On that road. Alright then, so that's that sorted out for now. Obviously get on and do some bale work next. But first things first, let's get this away. Now, the question is, did NBC put a front loader on any of these little ones? No, he didn't. See, now this might be nice just for moving some pallets around actually, so let's go see if we can reconfigure it. And if I remember rightly, down the far side of here, yep, there it is the old vehicle shop. I've never actually used this building, so it should be interesting. Nice little drive through there. Right, so there we go. So customize. I do need that added, but it's got quite a lot. GPS. Does this not have front loader on it? Nope. Yeah, NBC needs to sort out that license plates because that is definitely not quite right.
No.
Hmm.
He, you know, yeah, he's got.
Okay, so it must be that one I was using a minute ago to pull the trailer. He knows about that one? Oh, okay. Yeah, but I haven't bugged him about it yet, so I'll still message him anyway later. Must be that one, because that's a small one in it, so let's try that one instead. I'm hoping it's this one, it takes the attacher on the front. There we go. Stop. Oh, back up, back up, back up. There we go. Yeah, obviously I haven't fully gone through oh whoops his stream from last night, so I don't know what's he knows what he doesn't know. But obviously, if I send him what I find, it should be fine. There we go. So customize that. Yes. Obviously, I'm going to need to get in and purchase a front loader for that. So let's have a quick look. That you may have forgotten about it. Yeah, exactly. He's getting on a bit. So right. So it's going to be either this, buy that, and obviously I need front loader forks for that. There we go. And it's time to go for a little drive. CPU MIP generation code active. You've got the wrong image. That's what that is. T Miller, are you still out there? Not sure if you've gone off to bed yet. He might have gone off to bed. I might have missed it as well. I hope not. Yeah, obviously I know it's quite late for T Miller, so he's probably gone off. I'll have to answer it in a minute. He's got the wrong format for an image. It's throwing a warning. So I can just grab that trailer while I'm at it as well. Cool. Obviously, the nice thing is I do have obviously the bale stacker that I can use instead of this. So obviously, this is going to be focused mainly on for using with the pallets. Righty then. There we go. Take that in. That's fine. Hopefully, I don't need a weight on this, so it should be hopefully okay. Coolio. But yeah, it's kind of surprising if you just move a few things around. Surprising it's just how much space there is in that forecourt area. It's kind of nice. Yeah, so what I'll probably do is download X-Man's auto drive routes and have a little play with them next time. See exactly how much I know he's done quite a lot on it already, so it's kind of cool. And obviously what I can then do as well is show you guys, if you don't know how to do it, to basically add it in. And I'll do that on Wednesday's stream for you guys as well. It's really easy, it's not too bad. Hey there, Matza. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Mr. Matza.
There we go. Yeah, also I need to jump off in a few minutes. I believe Mr. Jababo should be going live anytime now. I think it was around about 7 o'clock he said he was going to be streaming today. If not, it's going to be somebody else. Whoever is out there. The last hour with what? Wi-Fi for next 2 months. Oh. So does that mean you're not going to be doing any more competition map with the guys on Fridays? That's upsetting.
It happens.
Jab isn't streaming today. Oh, hang on. Let me come back to that in a sec. Comment. Right, let's drop you there. He put that in his Discord. Oh, has he? Green Thumb? Okay. Dang, looks like it was going to be somebody else then. So today we are hoping we beat the record. Today's record is 1 hour 3 minutes. Yeah, thereabouts I think, yeah. Yeah, just over an hour, wasn't it? Or I think you did do it slightly under.
Right around there. I can't remember.
Yeah.
We did it 57 minutes, not in competition.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Cope. I'm glad to hear that you're back home, buddy. Also, just take your time. Make sure that you're well enough to do things. There we go. Ooh, fudge.
Yeah, the server record. There might have been faster, but I think it was an hour, 4 minutes, and 47 seconds was only one that I got timed.
There we go. Which should we be doing too? Because I'm sure the forks come out far enough, both of them. Cool, that spawns really fast. Wow.
You play with auto load. That's kind of against the rules.
Oh, that's just cheating. You should have added an extra half an hour on just for that, I think.
Yep. That's a auto load is a 20-minute penalty.
Oh, that's just jokes it. Actually, to be honest, I think some people probably already have tried that. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, with some of you guys out there. Come on, in you get. There we go. Yeah, so obviously I'm using the Universal Autoload, but what I've actually done, with a little help from... Alright, thank you very much there, Team Miller. Oh, Team Miller, it's probably that, just a quick one, that warning, try changing the image to a DDS image.
No, he doesn't have. Oh, oh, it. What did it put out a PNG file?
Yeah, I know
Yeah, you
sometimes
gotta
it works, but yeah,
convert it.
it should be really DDS.
Why they do that, I have no idea.
I know. Yeah, I did that, and it worked. Okay. Good, good. Yeah, so the only two I need to get is Crash. I'm pretty sure I've got Imperials actually already. So it's just really farming guy left to get his logo. Dang, this thing produces quickly. Is this thing meant to pump out so much so quickly? It's faster than the normal
Yes,
flipping grain mill.
it is.
Thank you, Munchie. Monkey Moo. I know, I'll be getting off in a minute. I'm just getting this loaded up. And I'll finish that lot off later. Kids, God. She's pointing at the time saying, come on, get off. Noticed that after a second. Oh, right, okay. Okay, guys, so obviously I'm going to be carrying on with this again on Wednesday. Also, I do need to jump off and sort my wife out. So, but yeah, obviously this is um, NBCMASTERDAD's new map, and obviously it's Underhill Valley. Um, like I said earlier, and I've mentioned it a couple times, the aim is to have this out to you guys for this weekend with any luck. But obviously, if you go over to NBC's stream, hopefully he'll be able to give you a better idea of when the map will be released. So let me save that right there, and I'm just going to quit that. So I'm not going to do any more work at all on there. I'm going to go over to my ending screen and find, hopefully, someone to raid over to. So let me bring this up. Actually, while that's there, I will... Wedges. Why is that gone? There we go. Get some credits rolling. Tyvius is streaming, is he? Oh, okay. I guess you'll be jumping off soon, actually, Team Area, as it's really late for you. Make sure I didn't. Just making sure I don't miss anything before I jump off there. Yeah, cool. All right. So yeah, I might as well do it. Obviously, Mr. Tyvius is streaming himself. Obviously, he was in chat with us a little while ago. So I may as well jump over there and see what he's up to today. Not sure what map he's on, but he is doing a bit of Farm Sim 22, so that's really cool. But yeah, big huge thank you to all you guys. Obviously, Quickie Mickey, thank you for the gifted subs. Obviously, thank you to all this for all the screamers and jump scares and stuff. Yeah, didn't really need that. And obviously, big thanks to Tyvis for the follow again. So obviously, I will be back again on Wednesday, same time. Obviously, I will be doing my usual 3 hours though, and thankfully, jump scares don't work on here. But yeah, hidden screams. So guys, so let's get this raid started. Obviously, make sure to check out DashNet tomorrow. Obviously, probably be doing some more map work, possibly. We'll see. Who knows what else you might be doing. But until then, guys, have a great rest of your day, wherever you guys are. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute, T Miller. But yeah, let's go show Mr. Tyvius some SGA love. Hey there, lady, how you doing? Catch you all later, guys.